Okay, Capricorn, I got your energies out here. And the life path, spirit, karma, destiny for you this month is that of the energy of the devil. So that's Capricorn, the gatekeeper to the material plane. Okay, so again, second month in a row, you got your own native card for your native energy. So if you're Capricorn rising, this is going to be very accurate for you this month. I could tell already. Okay, so why don't we just go ahead and see what we got going on here. So it's almost as if there's truth coming out. Okay, so we gotta try something a little bit different. We gotta move this around ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Okay, so I'm feeling a little bit goofy, as you can see. That's always a good sign when that happens. That means your energy is not too intense, even with the devil card. So that's good, that's good. Oop, wrong light. Okay, let's see if we can get all of this energy in here. Okay, so that's about as great as I can do, and this is the end of it anyways, so we're good. Just a little bit more, right? Okay, so Capricorn, you're going to get a little bit extra of a oomph of a video because we took some time to readjust. So, okay, so as I said, the path that you're on this month, the spirit, karma, life, past destiny, is that of the devil. So that of the devil, you know, in its divine energy, what it means is it's the child of creation. It basically is the gate to the material plane, the ability to have mastery over the vehicle. So the vehicle would be the bodily functions. Now, there's things that come with the bodily functions. The bodily functions also tell you about things. So if you have a pain in your stomach, you may be fearful. You may be anxious. You may be worried, right? If your stomach hurts, you may be hungry. You may have eaten something. So the ability to control the material plane, that's really what's going on here. So it's talking about mastering over your instincts, mastering over your functions, not just your body functions, but your lower nature, your lust, your sex drive, your libido. So because it says that there's going to be a lot of things that you want to do where you're going to tell yourself that you can't do this month. So if you're Capricorn, moon, sun sign, you're going to want to be the person who's seen as very responsible, right? But you have needs, and if you're always fulfilling some type of responsibility, even responsibilities that are put on you that you don't accept yourself, what's going to happen is you're going to be stuck there, because the thing that cannot be changed this month is that there's going to be a lot of cycles that are completing for you. Okay, you're going to come into balance. Things that have been unfair, you're going to notice that suddenly they're going to shift. Suddenly they're going to change, and you're not going to have a lot you could do about it. The part of you that needs to acknowledge and accept, surrender to what's going on, it's going to notice that things that have been unfair, things that have been unaligned in the background are suddenly no longer going to be allowed by the universe. Whatever has been out of alignment up until recently will be recognized this month for you, Capricorn rising. Because what's going to be of a great support is that you're going to be able to step away and to find some alignment with certain things. So when I say step away, it doesn't mean withdraw your energy completely, permanently, but step away might be get a little bit of space from something. For instance, say you pick your child up from school 5 days a week. For the next week, your sister's visiting and she's willing to go pick your child up from school. Example, okay, so you have an extra half an hour every day to think. or an extra half an hour every day to do something. Example, maybe you get a 3-day weekend, step away from something means get a little bit of soul searching done. Get a little bit of extra energy by yourself, solemn, okay, to isolate, to reflect, okay, even to put certain things on ice. So if things are getting too chaotic, too overwhelming, putting something on ice may be very helpful to you, because what you're going to notice is that you're scared and you're on edge and on high alert according to your shared emotional needs. So when you have some skin in the game with other people, when you have some skin in the game with people you don't know very well, you tend to feel deceived, you tend to feel skeptical. And you are sensing that in your relationship groups or in people, places, and things outside of you, that something's a little off. Yes, but what's a little off is that you're not in alignment with the values everybody else has. Everybody else has is doing what everybody else is doing, okay? That's what everybody else has. Everybody else has the fact that they're a good little sheep, that they've been perfectly conditioned to be an oxymoron like everybody else, because their life is backwards, and the inherent in the lifestyle they live is hypocrisy. And it's something that all of us are conditioned to do. It's none of us in particular that is ultimately responsible for it, unless we're one of those who have decided to go off the deep end, but most of us have fallen off the deep end when we don't even know it. You, however, since you're a little bit more into the actual setting up of the system, setting up of the structure, something about your faculties has made it known to you that something is out of alignment, and it's the thing you've been conditioned to believe. You don't want to be a cog in the system that you don't particularly like, and if you don't own that system, or if you didn't set that system up yourself, you ain't gonna like that, Capricorn. That's what's been going on for you. Okay? So what I'm seeing here is universally somebody is figuring out what they need to do to hold on to their commitments, especially in their group, especially in their... So this is a person who is now ready to embark on whatever they need to do to maintain their... And by the way, I'm in a temple. If you hear noise in the background, it's dinner time and I'm recording, so don't be alarmed. But this is a person who has found out what they need to do to stand in their power. But the problem for them has been... It's pretty noisy right now, actually. So the problem for them has been that they're unable to, or they have up until recently... The noise is just distracting. I'm going to give it a minute to work itself out. Okay, so this person has been, probably you, has been unable, yes, it is you, has been unable up until recently to embark on what they need to do to have their personal power. Like I said when I got in here, this person has had too many responsibilities and they've been out of alignment with their selves, but they've been in alignment with everybody else, but everybody else is getting their needs met from the person, the Capricorn person. Because this Capricorn person doesn't want to dishonor, disown, diminish, dilute their responsibilities, but the fact that they have so many responsibilities has separated them from their authentic self. And so what's emerging is their ability to hold themselves as the most important person, or the person who holds the group together. You know, sometimes being emotionally stable allows everybody to come to you and talk to you about their problems. Or sometimes being the one with all the money allows you to keep all the bills paid so that everybody kind of sticks together. Whatever it is. They're finding that the thing that gives them power in this group isn't their being overly responsible, it's being overly emotionally stable. That the fact that they have executed perfect judgment is the thing that's going to be most helpful to them this month. Because that Devil card is talking about the fact that, you know, your foundation is going to shift if you're not knowing how to manifest according to your values. And if you're not manifesting according to your values, what's happening is that you're either not sticking up for yourself or you're under attack and you don't even know it. And I do feel hidden here that people are using you, Capricorn. People are expecting to get their needs met because you're the one who's always responsible, whether they're piggybacking off of the work that you're doing or they're just being positively affected by it. There's some need to either block someone out or cut something out. And cut something out is you need to face the truth to these responsibilities that you're having because they're overwhelming you and you don't know how to own up to your own visions. There's something that you want for yourself here and it's not happening. So you're going to need to have some courage to get the respect that you want here. And I just see that it's unfortunate because you want to grow, but you're constricted by the responsibilities. And then you also want to not be so emotionally overwhelmed or emotionally drained. But that's because you have Tom, Dick, and Harry, or, you know, Pauline, Susie, and Sally draining your energetic resources here. So that's just the thing. I don't particularly see what we'd need here. So, you know, if I just take a look here, so, you know, if you're not in a good marriage or a good partnership, I want to say you've given your power away. You've aligned yourself with somewhere where you have to be responsible and you have to do the right thing. And whatever you want is being ignored because you have a whole list of have tos and you're not aligned. Your heart's no longer in the partnership. So here's the situation. I'm going to tell you, and it's going to be hard to hear. It's going to be hard to hear, but I'm going to tell you. So, okay. Okay. Capricorn. I usually come and hit you pretty hard. I don't know why I'm feeling so kind right now. It's not bad or good. It's just I'm actually feeling a little bit hurt. The feelings coming through. I'm hurt. You're being hurt. I feel like you've been experiencing some dissolutions because you're getting ready for a big dramatic leap, but some of the karma of the old day needs to be purged before you can come into the new karma. So here's the deal. Listen, if you're in a partnership, and the partnership doesn't need to be just a love partnership. You could have, you know, a project that you're doing with your neighbor. You can, you know, be assisting your child, helping them financially. You could have a business partner. You could have a work situation. You could have a living situation. Maybe you have roommates, a flatmate. Who knows? Okay. Maybe you have a housemate. Maybe you have co-workers. Whatever. Okay. It's just, let's just generally call the whole other category other. All right. So consciously, I want to say within the next few months, you will know what you need to do for this person, place, or thing. Okay? Because within the next few weeks, you're going to know even if you should be optimistic about it or not. Now, the reason you're subconsciously troubled is because you've been wanting to be very trusting and you've just seen that someone is wearing a false mask in the connection here. That through your meditation, through your needing to rest, and through your needing to recover, you've noticed that there is a little bit of deception. That, remember what I said, what's going to be of a great support this month will be finding wise counsel. When you step away, when you put things on hold, you're going to notice that something's either hidden from you or somebody's being deceptive. Period, point blank, end of story. There's really no way around that. And so I want to say, if you're dating females, if you are watching right now, Capricorn, and you date females, you're a little bit more okay. But if you date males, no. These males are very selfish. These males are, it doesn't look good if you date males. If you date females, it looks great. If you don't, it doesn't look good. they're saying that you need to withdraw your energy and discern, because you're naive, or because you're deeply compelled by your sense of duty and responsibility. And so you've been just ignoring the truth that's being revealed to you. You know, the sun is going to be in your 12th house for most of the month of December, even the last week of November. So what that's going to do for you is it's going to reveal something that's been hidden from you in the background, and it's going to be something that you've been sacrificing the vision for your life around. It's going to be something that you've been putting on the back burner because you've been honoring a duty or a responsibility that you have that involved other people who don't care as much as you do. So you're getting stabbed in the back because you're, kicking yourself and kicking your hopes and your wishes and your dreams down the road. Also, I want to say that the new moon is going to be on the 18th, and that's going to be in your 12th house as well. So there will be a new beginning for you this month, and it will be according to the things that have been out of your control, that have been out of your hands, that have been out of reach. And the full moon for you is going to be in your 6th house. So something will show off, something will culminate, something will pay off, that has to do with your duties, with your responsibilities. So something that you've been dutiful for, that you've been servicing, where you've been responsible, the service that you give yourself and others, it will show off this month. It will pay off this month. So if you're trying to if you're looking for something to seem fair, or if you've been waiting on some healing or some transition or some payoff of your hopes and dreams, that will happen, or you will know exactly when it's going to happen, because frankly, it's time. It is time. And I also want to let you know that Chiron is going to be going direct this month, and that's going to be happening in your 3rd house. So if you've been struggling taking a leap of faith, if you've been struggling coming out with your hopes and wishes and dreams, if you've been struggling declaring your plans out loud, you're going to have the energy to do it this month. You're not going to be so afraid. You're not going to be so hesitant to do it. They may just naturally, organically come out and be revealed to everyone, because it's time, and it's the sense of growth. I just have to say that this month, because your partnership's a little bit more problematic than your actual dating. So if you're not in a love partnership and you're just casually dating someone, that might move into a deeper partnership this month too. That could also be healing for you, because I can see you've gone through the ringer in love lately. Okay, Capricorn, take good care of yourself. It was an honor and pleasure to serve you today. Thank you so much for allowing me the pleasure to do so. If you want to contact me for a reading or anything like that, just go ahead and check under bookings and donations under the show notes. While you're at it, I want to welcome you if you're a new or returning subscriber. Thank you for your support. Please go ahead and smash that subscribe and that like button. Thank you so much, Capricorn. See you next month for the January guidance. Bye-bye.